It's the most wonderful time of the year. E3! It's Christmas time for gamers. Lots of gaming announcements to be revealed, games to be released, whether on the show floor, on the same day, to the public, this year, next year. It's that time. Nintendo's releasing a big, fat, juicy 40 to 45 minute direct tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy. Smash is gonna be their main focus. There's gonna be a lot of stuff revealed tomorrow for Nintendo. And that's what this video is primarily gonna be focusing on because I'm a little bit too late to the party, but better late than never. So sit tight. We're gonna be throwing out predictions almost in a lightning fast manner. This is going to be a little bit sloppy. I apologize because I'm running out of time for this. I have notes on my phone. This isn't going to be scripted. So without any further delay, let's just get on with it. The first thing we're going to talk about is third parties on the Switch. And the first thing I'm going to address is the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I do not think we're going to get Spyro on Switch, because some people have thrown out the idea of Spyro coming to the Switch, much in the same vein Crash has, because it took us a year to get Crash on the Switch. Like, it's coming out this July. I feel like we're gonna see something similar with Spyro, and we're not gonna see him until either like later in the year, most likely like next year, like the beginning of next year or next summer. I don't think we're gonna see Spyro on the Switch just yet. There was also a list of games to be shown off at the show floor of third parties mainly, but there was Mario Tennis on the list, Paladins, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Fortnite, like that list. I don't have a picture for it, but you guys might know what I'm talking about. Paladins was just recently confirmed. Not only that, that whole list seems like something reasonable. Like, it doesn't seem unrealistic or out of the ordinary. Like, I think that's real. But I'm primarily going to be talking about Dragon Ball FighterZ and Fortnite. Dragon Ball FighterZ, if you guys have been following my channel this past year or so, you know I've been pining for Dragon Ball FighterZ to come onto the Switch. Like, I think that's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to come out. I feel like it's going to come out, like, either August or September for the Switch. That's what I'm predicting. But I do think Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to come out on the Switch relatively soon, which I'm excited. I don't know if I'm going to double dip on it. I know a lot of people are going to benefit from that. Dragon Ball fans, here's your chance to get a Switch if Xenoverse 2 didn't convince you. And Fortnite. Just like Fighters, I kind of want Fortnite on Switch. Like, as for Fortnite itself, I could give two shits about it. Like, I don't care about Fortnite, honestly. But I know it's one of the most popular games of this year. It has a lot of fans. It has a mobile version, so it's not a question of power as to whether or not the Switch could handle Fortnite. It definitely could. We're gonna get a lot of Fortnite fans on there. See, the weird thing with Fortnite on the Switch is I'm either seeing people complaining about Fortnite or people complaining about Fortnite on the Switch, which is really stupid to me because it's going to be nothing but beneficial if Fortnite comes onto the Switch. It's going to be a smart move for third parties. Nintendo's going to be raking in a lot of more fans, or a lot more consumers. I don't know about fans. Well, Fortnite fans at least. Like, it's going to help the Switch. I don't see how this is an inherently bad thing. Like, whether you think Fortnite's good or bad, Fortnite is super popular. You know people are going to jump on the Switch ship for Fortnite. Like, it seems so dumb to be complaining about it. I know I normally don't like pine at people for being, I usually don't like pine and be like, you're so stupid for this or that, but like, if you're complaining about Fortnite on Switch, you're honestly stupid. I was gonna bring up Team Sonic Racing, but we already got that out of the way earlier. We already got a trailer for that. Dark Souls Remastered, I think we're gonna get a release date. We don't have a release date other than summer 2018. I think they're gonna shove that in there briefly. We're gonna get a release date for Dark Souls Remastered. And the only other third party I can think of that I care about personally is Bayonetta 3. I think we're gonna get something revealed from that game. I think we're gonna get a trailer. I don't know if we're gonna get a release date. I don't know if it's gonna come out the end of this year or into next year. It could get delayed, but I don't know which is gonna happen. I see Bayonetta having a decent shot at getting shown off. I don't know if it's like guaranteed. I'm saying she has a decent shot. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. And quick shouts out to Kingdom Hearts 3 for getting a release date. Glad for Kingdom Hearts fans. And that generally does it with third-party predictions. Kimishima, when he was the big president at Nintendo before Furukawa got thrown into the picture, he mentioned smaller titles getting a bigger spotlight this E3. And I think that is actually going to come into fruition, as I'll explain later on. But The obvious big elephant in the room, Smash Bros. We're obviously gonna get Smash Bros. Shown off. If you haven't seen my Smash is gonna destroy us video, or if you haven't seen my previous Smash hype videos, go check those out. Otherwise, you pretty much know what I expect from this Direct and Smash Bros. The only two things I could think of to add on to that is I want veterans to have more modernized moves, like get rid of Flood for Mario, give him Cappy, give him the spin jump from Galaxy. I wanted that thing since Brawl. Like, yeah, update these characters, give them different moves, make them feel different from how they were these past Smash games, because little has been done to differentiate these veterans from their previous iterations, and it kind of feels contrived as to how they play. Like Mario, he feels like the same as Brawl and Melee, like not much has changed. I hope Link is going to have a lot changed to his repertoire of moves, like Rivali's Gale, the Rune Bombs, like his moveset should be based around Breath of the Wild Link. Same for other characters, like give Sonic the boost, don't give Sonic like 5 to 7 of the same looking attacks. Give Wario his moveset, like make his moveset more akin to his Wario Land appearances again, like how Brawl did it, or better yet how Project M did it, even though Nintendo kind of has a thing against Project M. Like change these characters' movesets, make them a little bit more interesting, more unique, more new. Update them so they don't feel the same as every other Smash game, or at least mostly. And music. This is really minor, but I want them to go all out on the music. Remixes, original songs, past remixes, like go crazy with the amount of songs in this Smash game, because oh my god, I love video game music. Smash 4's soundtrack, amazing. It has over 500 songs if you add the DLC. Can we go like double? Can we add like 1,000 songs into it? Like just please, Nintendo, Sakurai, just go crazy with the music. Pokemon Let's Go. I think that game might get just briefly shown off. I know it has a demo on the show floor. It is going to have some gameplay shown, like demo-wise, maybe in the Treehouse too. I don't know if it's going to be shown off in this Direct. I feel like it does have a chance. I think it might. It honestly might. Mario Tennis Aces, that game comes out in a couple weeks. I think they're going to shove that in there just to say, hey, this game's coming out in a couple weeks. You should probably look it up, play it a little. If there's a demo somewhere, I don't know. You should probably pick it up. It's a Mario Tennis game. It's like the best tennis game since Mario Power Tennis, so go out and buy it. They might throw in DLC, like the possibility of DLC. I don't know. I'm a little iffy on that one. I just know they're going to show Mario Tennis. Like, I'm betting on Mario Tennis being there. And Mario plus Rabbids Donkey Kong Adventure DLC. I think we're going to have a release date for that. They're going to briefly show that in there. I think like a half of this Direct is going to show off plenty of titles we know, like getting release dates, or like DLC, like Mario plus Rabbids, Dark Souls, Mario Tennis, Kirby, like that sort of thing. I think we're actually going to get a release date for the Donkey Kong DLC, because that's the only thing missing from Mario plus Rabbids. And speaking of Kirby, there is one Dream Friends that was yet to be revealed or released, unless you saw the data mines, but I think they're going to show that off just super quickly. And it's weird, it's a safe prediction but a bold prediction at the same time. I think we're going to get some Super Mario Odyssey DLC, and it's going to be Isle Delfino, and it's going to release either this July or August. I'm pining for July. You guys remember the map, like back before Odyssey was being marketed and like hyped up. You saw Isle Delfino on there. You have the outfit from Sunshine. They keep dropping like costumes. Hint are these small little, like really tiny DLC thing. It's not even DLC. It's just like small updates. Like you think they do that just to like completely wow you and be like, hey, there's these new worlds coming to Odyssey. It's like, go get these moons. I hope what they do with Isle Delfino is they don't just like make it like Sunshine style. They go like a little bit more crazy. Like they basically like remake the whole kingdom, and don't make it just the hub world. Let us go to all the other locations in Sunshine. Like let us go to Bianco Hills, Rico Harbor, Pianta Village, Noki Bay. Like let us explore all these beautiful places in HD. And I could see them making a season pass, and they release like 2 to 3 more worlds. Like they release another one either later this fall or winter, or they release another one, like a third one next year. I see that happening, kind of like what they did with Breath of the Wild. And considering Odyssey is the most popular Switch game out right now, it's the best-selling Switch game, you think Nintendo would want to capitalize on that. Metroid Prime 4, we're gonna get a trailer. I don't think we're not gonna get a demo. I don't think we're gonna get a release date either. I think it's still gonna be like a 2019 release window. I think we're going to get more on Metroid Prime 4 this year. Metroid is relatively smaller than other franchises. I know it's big, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like diss Metroid right now. It's definitely a big franchise, but like compared to say like Kirby or Fire Emblem or like those other franchises, Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, Animal Crossing even, or I guess it's close to Animal Crossing, like I feel like we're going to see more of Metroid Prime 4. It seems too obvious. It seems like a good safe bet. Or if not a trailer, like a really small teaser, just to be like, hey, there's a little bit more, we're still working on the game. Because last year, the logo was enough to hype up fans for some reason. And I think we're going to see more of Fire Emblem, as a matter of fact. Like, we're going to see a trailer, we're going to see the name, we're going to see the release date. I think it's going to be released around December, like, near the end of 2018. It'll have a similar slot to how Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was released last year. That seems like a reasonable title. Or seasonal release window, excuse me. And speaking of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there's DLC for that game that's yet to be revealed. I think we're going to see more of that, or at least like a release date of that. And the other big, like, small game that should be revealed, at least a lot of us are thinking of, is Yoshi, which I think we're going to see a trailer, but I think it's going to be saved for 2019. We're going to see something similar with Yoshi's Woolly World, to where we got, like, little bits and pieces of the game. There were drawn out periods of where we knew nothing about the game, and then we got a release date, like, a year later, because we know nothing about this Yoshi game at all. It's very similar to what happened with Woolly World, and I'll even go as far to say that I think we're going to get a stage in Smash Bros. Based off this new Yoshi game. Because we got a stage based off Woolly World, and Woolly World did not come out until like 7 months after Smash for Wii U and 3DS. So I could see something very similar happening here. I don't know if I could see Labo being incorporated in this new Yoshi game. I don't know if they're going to show that off. I do feel like we're going to see Yoshi, but I don't think it's going to come out this year. I think it's going to come out next year. And here's a big one that's been supposedly almost done for like the past 3 years. People have been like, we're going to see it, and we haven't seen it yet. Pikmin 4. I think we're actually finally going to see this game. Kimishima's saying we're going to see smaller titles. Pikmin fits that criteria very well. I don't see how we haven't gotten any gameplay or any information on Pikmin 4 like at all, considering the game was almost done for 3 years now. I think it's time. I think this is like the best time they could show off Pikmin 4. I don't know if we're gonna get a demo. I know we're gonna get a trailer, and I think it's gonna come out sooner than people think. I think it's gonna be a pretty good summer release, whether July or August. Like, that's gonna be the big summer title. That's not like Mario Tennis that comes out early, which is like later this month. I think Pikmin 4 is going to come out this summer. And there were recent trademarks. Trademarks could easily mean nothing, but we had trademarks for Paper Mario, Mario Party, Dr. Mario Punch-Out, and Wario Land. I don't know if I'm not going to place any bets on Wario Land, but the first 4, however, Paper Mario. I'm going to be so... See, here's the... Oh my god. I see Nintendo pulling this cheeky ass move. Oh man. I think we're gonna get a remaster of the Thousand Year Door, but it's gonna be on the 3DS, and they're gonna announce it at the Treehouse. Oh man, I'm so scared if this actually happens, because I see it happening. I think this has a decent chance at happening. This seems like something Nintendo would do, yet every like Paper Mario fan out there who's wanted the Thousand Year Door to come back in some way, shape, or form has been like, oh, I want the Thousand Year Door in HD, or I want the Thousand Year Door remastered in HD on the Switch, or I want the Thousand Year Door redone in Color Splash's art style, or I want the Thousand Year Door just ported from the GameCube to the Switch. Like, those are the kinds of requests of the Thousand Year Door you see nowadays. No one has asked for the Thousand Year Door on 3DS. Except for like, okay, so there was this fake leak like a couple years back that the Thousand Year Door was getting a remake on the 3DS, which people were kind of for. That's the ironic thing with the 3DS now. It's like, you wouldn't have this problem of 3DS ports or remakes or games or whatever, like years ago with the Wii U, but with the Switch and it being a portable console, it's portable. You can have these HD ports, remakes, remasters, whatever, in HD on a portable console. And you have the 3DS right here next to that. Like, that seems kind of counterintuitive to a degree. It seems like the best course of action would be to go full throttle onto the Switch. I'm not hating on the 3DS. I love the 3DS. It has great games, but I think it served its time. There's not that many active users on the system anymore. Games recently that have come out this past year or so, they've not been doing that well in terms of sales, especially compared to past years where a lot of games would sell like millions, 2 million. But there's not that many active users playing the 3DS anymore. People are interested in the Switch. You want to capitalize on the Switch's popularity and marketing and success. Nintendo's outright said they want the Switch to outlive the average lifespan of a console. But we're seeing that kind of treatment with the 3DS. I don't care about the 3DS. A lot of people just don't. We just want more on Switch. And the Thousand Year Door, like that's something super similar to how Luigi's Mansion got remade and people were like, ooh, that hurts. If Thousand Year Door gets remade on 3DS, I'm gonna be like, oh, that hurts. That's like the one thing we did not ask for. We asked for a remake, but nobody said 3DS. We said Switch. We said HD. We just said like a straight port from GameCube to Switch. Oh man. I could bet money that Nintendo's gonna put it on the 3DS. That's the only reason I see that trademark being there. Otherwise, I don't see a new Paper Mario game being announced. It seems way too soon for a new Paper Mario game. Even with games like Sticker Star and Color Splash, like every Paper Mario game has taken a long while to make. Like roughly 4 years, because you have like all these little sub-stories, these little side stories, like there's a lot of writing and characterization involved in Paper Mario. Even like its battle system, for as flawed as it is, there's like plenty of like different intricate details and stuff that go into it. Like Paper Mario does not take 2 years to make. Remake, maybe, but like a new game, no. I don't see Paper Mario coming in until like I said earlier, like 2019 or 2020, probably 2020. The other trademarks though, I actually think we're gonna see Mario Party this year. Like we're gonna see Mario Party 11. I pray to God it's going to be like the classic Mario Parties, because no Mario Party made by ND Cube has been good. Top 100 was terrible. The one on 3DS, Star Rush was meh. Island Tour was not that good. 9 and 10 were bad. I hope they get the message by this point, because they teased us with Mario Party 10. You got that classic Mario Party, but it was a literal generic square with amiibo figures, and it was the most boring, bland, simplified type of classic Mario Party you could think of. They get rid of the car. They do what they did with classic Mario Parties. If this Mario Party fails, it's going to be another Mario Party forgotten that's just thrown under the bridge, and people are just being like, eh. I have a decent feeling Mario Party is going to be shown up. I'm betting on Mario Party being shown up at this E3, but it better be a good Mario Party. I think there's a decent shot at Punch-Out might be shown off too. Next Level Games, I think Next Level Games is making a game. I think it's a decent shot Punch-Out is. It's a small title, a small franchise. Kimishima has gone on to state again before. Punch-Out seems to fit the mold. I think it has a good shot at being shown off. And I think we might see Retro's game too. I don't know what it is. People have said it's either a new IP. It's not Metroid. I know a different company's working on Metroid. I forget what though. I doubt it's Donkey Kong. I think it's a new IP. Yeah, it is a new IP, but I don't know what it is, though. I think we're finally going to see Retro's new game. I'm going to get Animal Crossing fans mad at me for saying this. I don't think we're going to see Animal Crossing. It kind of fits that mold of being a small IP, but not really, because Animal Crossing sells incredibly well. But with all these other games, I don't know. I don't see that much room for Animal Crossing. I'll be glad to be wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'll eat my own words if I'm wrong, but I don't see Animal Crossing being shown off this year. There's another rumor that's been flying around recently that's been very similar to Mario plus Rabbids, and that's this Star Fox Grand Prix racing game to where it's similar to F-Zero and it's like fast pacing, but has like exploration elements similar to Diddy Kong Racing. It seems like that weird, off-the-wall, bizarre thing that sounds like too ridiculous to be real, but Mario plus Rabbids did the same thing. I said a similar thing with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It feels stronger with that case than this case, but it's still prominent in this case regardless. I think it's real. I don't care if I'm wrong or not. Like, I'm not that big of a Star Fox fan to begin with. I'm not saying like this is confirmed, this is guaranteed. Like, I think it's real, but like don't like if you're iffy on this, don't take my words as being true or valid. Like, this is just my guess. Especially since I'm not into Star Fox as much as the next guy, I bet. Like, I think it's real. I don't care that much. Like, if it is real, oh god, poor F-Zero. Oh, man. But I don't know whether it's going to be released this year. Man, I think it might be a late summer title if it is true. Actually, that's a funny thing, because Mario plus Rabbids actually had a similar release window. I think it might actually be real. If I'm wrong, okay, I'll take it. I don't care. I'm fine with that. Kimishima highlighted smaller IPs. This is more of a hope than anything else. I really hope we see Kid Icarus on the Switch, because Uprising's only flaw is the control scheme at this point, because people have like their hands cramp up, their hands get tired after like a couple chapters. If they fix that with the IR thing, like literally the left Joy-Con is an IR sensor, that could be the reticle, or they change the button layout and control scheme, I think they can make the control scheme work with the Switch. It seems perfect for the Switch. Uprising in HD, hell yes. Give us more Kid Icarus, pretty please. I just want an Uprising HD port. Like, if we get a new game, oh man, my reaction to that would be insane. Imagine if that were true. The only reason I'm pining for that is because Kimishima highlighted smaller titles. Kid Icarus fits that mold. Please give us more Kid Icarus love. Give us an Uprising HD port. Give us a brand new game. Even if it's just an HD port of Uprising. Like, that's gonna be enough to satisfy at least the majority of Kid Icarus fans, because Uprising is a really underrated 3DS game. Let me just tell you that right now. This is more of a hope than what I think is going to happen. Superstar Saga got remade last year, right? And a couple months later, we got an announcement of Bowser's Inside Story being remade, but it's not coming out until next year for some reason. That's a long-ass window to wait, and the only reason I think we're waiting that long is I think Partners in Time might be being remade. Yeah, it's a lesser popular Mario & Luigi game. It still feels weird that it's being skipped over though. Like, Partners in Time is still integral to Mario & Luigi's history. Like, you have the Shroobs in there, there's an optional boss fight. It's referenced throughout the rest of, like, Mario & Luigi's history. Like, Partners in Time still plays an important role in Mario & Luigi's history. Like, it seems weird they would want to skip that. If Partners in Time is a flawed Mario & Luigi game, wouldn't that make it all the more reasonable to remake it to touch up on those problems? Like, the babies somehow hinder the experience, like having 4 buttons to play at once, but each bro was limited to that one button. I had no problem playing with Partners in Time when I was 7 years old. It seems like Paper Jam I get, because like Paper Mario was limited to like 2 buttons technically at once. It was like, I get the confusion there, but with Mario and Luigi you were controlling those two, and when you weren't controlling them you were controlling the babies. It was still like 2 players at once. The only time you were controlling all 4 of the brothers at once was with the bros attacks. Like, there's not much of a problem with controls. It's just a couple mechanics here and there, maybe some like structure with the story and gameplay maybe. I don't know, it seems really weird to skip over Partners in Time. Plus I personally like Partners in Time. I like Partners in Time, so I kind of want it remade. Maybe it could happen, I don't know. If it does happen, I'll be happy. I'm guessing it might have like a 50-50 shot. And the last thing I can think of is they're gonna touch up on Splatoon 2's Octo Expansion DLC. I think that's gonna happen. So hopefully, well, not hopefully, I think that's definitely going to happen. That's like the last thing we're going to see of Splatoon 2. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for this E3 predictions video. That's generally what I think is going to happen. This video was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Okay, let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Do you agree with some of my predictions? Are you like happy? Are you scared? Do not put the 1,000 you're doing to 3DS, please. Just put it on Switch. If it's a dual release, that'll fix things, because people are going to buy the Switch version more. Otherwise, let me know what you thought below. Do you agree with my predictions? Do you disagree? Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it's not going to happen? Do you, like, semi-agree? Do you think it's going to be, like, some of these games are going to be pushed back, pushed forward? It's going to release on the show floor. Oh, yeah, by the way, I think Fortnite's going to be released, like, after the conference, like, after the Direct. Like, I think it's going to be released tomorrow. But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. By the way, I'm gonna be streaming the Smash tournament later that day. I'm excited, man. Tomorrow's like Smash. Yo, this oh man, E3 is gonna be huge for Nintendo. You have Smash, you have Pokemon, you have Yoshi, you have Metroid Prime 4, you have Fire Emblem, you have Mario Tennis, you have Pikmin 4, you have likely Mario Odyssey DLC, you have potentially like Mario Party, Dr. Mario. Oh yeah, I didn't touch up on Dr. Mario. There's a chance for Dr. Mario to show up. I don't care. Maybe. I could see it. I don't care. But, oh my god. Yo, this E3 is going to be stacked for Nintendo. Like, Smash and Pokemon alone are just sending the hype meters through the roof. And you already have Fire Emblem and like Yoshi. Yeah, like those guys. And then the smaller titles. Like, Nintendo's going to be really stacked tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be grabbing like a big bowl of popcorn. I'm gonna be sitting it right here, and I'm gonna be recording my reaction to the whole thing. And then I'm gonna be having another bowl for the tournament. It's gonna be so lit. It's gonna be so hype. Get hype, guys. This E3 is gonna be so good with just Smash alone. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay super.